Greetings, I'm High Priest Aaren, so I believe by tabernacle of God. My name is Aaron William Striplin. I'm a United States of America citizen. I'm an African American, Cherokee Indian, Jew Christian. And I have my papers, causes, and effects, but I'm also the son of Adam. I am the son of Noah, and I am the son of Jacob. And so Joe Biden is denying me my rights so that he can get away with slavery. But his motive is home invasion, murder, and this is how he did it. All right, so Joe Biden has an account, but is this really Joe Biden's account? No. I want to direct your attention to lulu.com. That's LULU.com. And I want you to go to books by the author Aaren William Trump. And you spell that BARRONWILliamTRUMP. Once again, that's TRUMP. And I want you to see what comes up. You're going to see the Trump Dance Hospital, but you're also going to see the Donald John Trump Redress of Grievances by author Aaren William Trump. And so you're going to see that this is published in 2019, 2020. In 2019. All right, so what happened between 2019 and 2022 is home invasion murder and slavery. And who's responsible for it? Joe Biden. How is Joe Biden responsible for this? He's responsible for this because he is the actual incumbent holder of the United States of America. He's online right now. He's hearing this right now. And so if he's hearing this right now, and he's the incumbent holder, then he's supposed to be doing the job as the incumbent holder. But he's not. His job is to block for the person who really did the crime, which makes him accountable. You are guilty by association. Okay? If you have a responsibility to abolish slavery and you do not, then that means you are responsible for slavery because that is in your hand now. Okay? But who's really behind it? It's actually Donald Trump. So let's take a look at how he did this. First, I want you to read the book, and then you're going to find out that Maple was one of the ransomers in the book. The book is called Ransomers, but it wasn't the Maple of my mom, Maple, Marlon Maples. It wasn't, Marlon Maples, but Donald Trump thought it was. And so we find out that Joe's responsible because Donald Trump did the murder, and Joe Biden was right there as an accomplice and did nothing about it. All right, so this is how it happened. All right, so in the 1980s, there was a big thing, an epidemic, and it was called the crack cocaine epidemic. And so what happened is people were selling crack cocaine and making millions of dollars. And then people were going to jail for a very long time, very long periods of time. Okay? In the process of this crack epidemic, people became greedy. Also, there was a lot of weapons on the streets, and a lot of those weapons were undocumented. So what happened was Donald Trump just happened to be in the area, and he decided that he was going to do a home invasion. He looked at Helen Grace Striplin's house in Hercules, California. It was a middle-class property, 205 Sparrow Drive in Hercules, California. And then it was another middle-class property and Pheasant Drive in Hercules, California. He decided that he was going to do a home invasion murder, but first he had to do slavery. So how did he actually do this? He's claiming that he hired his daughter Ivanka Trump to do this. He's claiming that Ivanka Trump is the Contra Costa County Martinez Sheriff Office. That's what he's claiming. And so what happened was Ivanka Trump went down to Martinez City Hall, got the Contra Costa County Martinez Sheriff Department business license, went down to the Secretary of State office and got the Contra Costa County Martinez Sheriff office business license, and then went to Carquinez Middle School in Crockett, California, and kidnapped Aaren. So from 1993 to 2011, Donald Trump rapes Aaren, beats Aaren, starves Aaren, drugs Aaren, tortures Aaren, molests Aaren, alcohols Aaren, tobaccos Aaren, and demands that Aaren does things when he lets him go to an area to do it, or he will be killed and his family will be killed. And in this process, he's saying that Aaren has to kill his own parents in order to not be killed himself. That's what he did. And so in this process, he had an account, and he said that he was going to claim Aaren as his slave by saying that Aaren raped BB Jennifer. So his whole plan was to get a demand letter saying that Helen Grace Striplin killed her husband, Lawrence Striplin. And once he gets the demand letter from Aaren, he's going to kill Helen Striplin and take the house that he's seen, and just using the business license. And so that was his whole plan. So inside of the hostage takeover location, he has to create a way out for himself. And the way out for himself was to, after he got the deed letter, he was going to kill Aaren with the slave account by saying that Aaren raped BB Jennifer. Now, how can he get away with this? By taking Aaren to the dumping site. He wanted Aaren to think that he can go to Japan away from Ivanka Trump, who's the Contra Costa County Martinez Sheriff Office, and live as an impersonator of Michael Jackson, who actually lived in the Trump Towers with Donald Trump during the time of the home invasion. And so that's what they worked on inside of the hostage takeover locations that Donald Trump held Aaren in. All right, so how did he work on this? The brain can only operate on what's inside of his subconscious mind and what's consciously in its mind. That's the only thing that the brain can operate on. So he gets his victim from Hillcrest Elementary School in Rodale, California, while his victim is enrolling into Carquinez Middle School in Crockett, California, so he can do this home invasion. All right, so the mind is already, there's really no chance for a little kid that age. Now, inside of the cement basement that he's holding Aaren Striplin in, he's controlling the mind, the subconscious and conscious mind, by creating all of the thoughts that goes in it. This is the reason why he's a racketeer influence corp organized crime act, because he used many departments to do his crime. So he thinks that he can create departments like business departments, entertainment departments, real estate departments, law enforcement departments, piracy departments, security departments, financial departments, food and beverage departments. He thinks that he can create product liability departments. He thinks that he can create entertainment departments, business departments, in order to get away with his crime. So he does this. And many other departments he creates. And so what they do is they control the thoughts of their little kidnapped victim by using service providers. And these service providers came in with books. All of the books were towards their account. So they use book service providers, music service providers, TV service providers, magazine service providers, um, and movie service providers. And so what they wanted to do was tie Aaren Striplin up for the time that it took for them to torture Aaren into giving them the demand letter so that they can kill Helen Striplin when she was old and not aware. And so what they did was they demanded that Aaren do crime in order to not see Aaron's mother and sister and brothers be killed. And so that's what he did. He demanded that Grand Theft Auto take place, that that Grand Theft took place, that drug dealing took place, that playing in movies take place, and that starring in television shows take place, and traveling to different locations take place, and even sex outside of marriage takes place. That's what he demanded. He also demanded cigarettes, alcohol, and drugs. And so if he took the victim from the hostage takeover locations that he was holding him to the dumping site locations, that's what the victim had to do in order to not see his family be killed. And then he can charge Aaren with what he's calling crimes that he created himself. And that's the rope that Donald Trump and the defendant Joe Biden used to tie Aaren up during the home invasion. Now, back inside of the hostage takeover location, he's demanding that Aaren say that Helen Grace Striplin killed Lawrence Striplin. But in order to get away with it, he had to make it interesting. So he threw a little money out there. He gave Chantel Stokes some money through a law firm, and decided to put that in there as something interesting. Also, he decided that he was going to introduce us to a way of making money ourselves through raffle tickets, and decided he would put that interesting in there. And then he gave Aaren the fake number of 415-553-7400 to call the actual Federal Bureau of Investigation San Francisco field office and tell them the demand letter. And then what he did was he killed Helen Grace Striplin. That's what Donald Trump did. The real Donald Trump. And it takes place between 2019 and 2022. Because he's saying that his name was on the ransomers. So how does this take place? This takes place because if you're in the United States of America, you just got to be 35 years old. That's it. You just got to be 35 years old. And then if you're 35 years old, you don't got a criminal record, you can apply and you can be the president. He was big in real estate. He was big in entertainment. He was big in business. And so a lot of people voted for him. He was a billionaire, according to a lot of people. All right, so he has this account. He believes that he can use the name BB Jennifer, and BB Jennifer is the slave account that he has. So he's saying that Aaren Striplin has to be the slave of BB Jennifer. And so he created his own account using Barron Trump with the initial of Barron as B. And that's how he maintained the account of BB Jennifer while in office of 2016 to 2020. Barron William Trump became BB Jennifer, and he actually did the home invasion murder on Helen Grace Striplin. Now, in order to cover it up, he has to kill Chantel Stokes. And then he has to double back and enslave Aaren Striplin with the BB Jennifer account. So he hired Microsoft's Phoebe Gates as BB and Jennifer Gates as Jennifer in the name BB Jennifer. But Joe Biden had to get in office and cover it up for him.